Hello, hello. Hello, Emirates. Thank you for the subscription. 40 months. It's a pretty long time. Yeah, thank you so much for that. 3-year badge. Nice, nice. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this game. Okay. 10Q versus a 10Q. You are black. Okay. Okay. Did you consider doing this move at all? If they do that, you can get a pretty nice bottom side. This can get pretty complicated, though. It's fine, not a huge deal. I wonder how big this move is. This move feels pretty big. So what's making you high approach lately? Okay. So white left, a weakness right here locally. Globally, I think this pincer right now. Okay. I think this is what you should do. I think having the exchange is very important because right now I can maybe kick and then slide for life. That feels a little too nice. I really want this move. Really want this move. Okay, but surrounding is good. Okay, so this is just good for you. You can Hane, I think. I don't see a reason you can't. Now you're getting greedy. You're trying to kill it. Just surround it. They try to do something crazy, then you're fine. Just surround it. Don't try to kill it. Oh no, it got out. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Yeah, just surround it was the answer. Don't worry about trying to kill it. Just surround the group. Much more important. There's a little bit of bad exchange because they can get a bamboo joint. You want to attack it from the weak group. Also, this is a pretty big move and very Sentai. And then you can come back and attack it. Just make sure you have those eyes. Excuse me. Just make sure you have the eyes. Here you're attacking from the strong side instead of from the weak side. Remember, you're playing defense first. You want to play defense first in situations like this. Maybe like that. You want to play on your weak group. That way you can live in Sentai. That's the goal. Life in Sentai. Peeps are typically bad. Peeps are typically bad. Knight's moves are cuttable. Just jump, I guess. Honestly, this is kind of important, because if you do this, you're alive. Yeah, if you do this, you're alive. No, punish. This is your profit. Is there a better way we can do this? That feels nice. Yeah. Yeah. This variation looks correct. Is that a co? No. Either way, it's complicated, but I think this is the way to punish. I don't know. Dadgummit. Ah, glitched. I don't know if how many puzzles does this explore Baduk? Let's see. 5,825. So not a small amount. More than I thought. Okay. Yeah, I think that was the answer, but hard to find. Surround the group. Surround the group. I'm not surprised. It's really hard to get perfect Semego out of thousands of them without having like dedicated team to work on it. Do that. Looks like it's just alive. Okay. Whatever. Maybe here next? Oh yeah, here. Get that, and then maybe here. It's not a bad game. This is becoming large. You can just cut. Yeah, you can just straight up just cut. It just works. They have to give up the stones. All right, so locally, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points, 12 points. Maybe 14 or 15 points. I think that's pretty big. I think it's big. I think that's big enough to do. This looks like Dame. Almost. Not quite, because you're threatening the top, but this feels like not in-game. Diagonal is how you surround that stone. It is a diagonal. That way they don't get any shenanigans like this. Okay. I don't know if you would do this when the stone's high. When the stone's high, you might not do this. You might go here. Can you go here? That would be cool. I don't know. I don't know if you can or not. But it feels like the Aji is right here. This exchange helps white. This is big. That's Dame. That's Dame. You want to go like right here. That's big. That's cuttable. I don't know how much I care about that. Okay. Okay, you're just watching your cutting points. That's good. Yeah, okay, now white's starting endgame. Probably here. This should just be better. You lost the move. You still aren't getting the move is still there. Wait, why would you do this after they fixed? You want to go to the Sentai moves. Yeah, do all the Sentai stuff and then get this cut in. Yeah, I think your in-game can be improved like 10 to 15 points. There we go. That is greedy. That is greedy. Somehow it worked. That was magic. That was brainwashing magic. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Turning out terrible for white. You can go here to guarantee that you get this move. Yeah, you can just go right here. That way white can't do something like this to get eye shape. Nice kill. See, if you just surround it, it works out naturally. I was saying, there's a lot of moves that you missed that were just free. Like, for example, you missed this cut right here. You missed this peep right here. These are just free points, and you're not getting them. And that's like a 25 point difference. Because both of these were almost Sentai. There's a cut right here that was Gote, but it was big. I think you need like an in-game book so you can understand the values of moves more. I think an in-game book would do you some good. Maybe you should read the book that you bought to improve yourself. That's just my opinion. That is my opinion. All right. Who else has a game to review? It's free. This is a sponsored stream by Explore Baduk. So the game reviews are free. You just get one per stream. You just need a link to your game. That's all I need is a link to your game. Yeah, no one's in the queue at the moment, so it's fine. Yeah, if there were people in the queue, then it would be helpful. Okay. Download this game. Upload. Okay. Are you black or white? You are white, okay. This is okay, but normally the pattern used to be here. If you want to learn how to handle this 3-space jump, you go to smartdragon.com/videos. All right, if you want to, oh, video, sorry, no S, no S. Video. If you want to learn how to do this, let's search Joseki. Side Joseki. I've got to work on this page. I have a bug on the page where it tries to load every single video all at once instead of one at a time, which is not good. You don't want to load all the videos at the same time. Side Joseki, here we go. Oh, it's in here multiple times. We got duplicates. I need to do unique items as well. Okay, let me click this. And then I will send you a link.
Disaster because
oh, there we go. Here is a link to that video. It basically goes over the invasion on how what your opponent might do in this particular position, and that way you can go and play this one instead of this one, and then you'll know how to deal with the 3-space extension. Okay. I wonder if I would kick first, just to make sure that there's no bad Aji in here. If they do this, you can let them out, simply playing like this. That way you can keep the corner. Okay, no, definitely connect that. That is definitely Sentai. Your position gets wrecked if they push and cut. Yeah. Maybe here. This is gonna be good for black. This one's a little off the mark, so let's assume we did this and black does something else. You either want to approach their stone all the way, or you want to just play in a corner enclosure. Don't play in the middle. You want to put max pressure or just have a solid corner. If you play in the middle, then your corner's still invadable, and it's less pressure on this black stone. So it's a little bit of an in-between move, and so it does neither very well. Okay, approach is fine. Just 3-3. 3-3 is nice. It's easy, and it just works. This one can get pretty complicated. And you're also giving black a lot of value anyway. So I would just 3-3. I would just 3-3. This is probably not as common nowadays, but there's a very important thing to remember. You cannot do the pincer on the star point when you have been pincered on both sides. So because black has these two stones, you cannot counter pincer, because black will play right here, and now no matter what you do, you get cut. And because it's pincered, it doesn't matter what you do, one of these two stones will be attacked. because there's a pincer on both sides. So both of them are under attack. So it's very important to remember that you cannot do this when there's a stone up here. So just 3/3. And this is okay. That's okay. And then we can just deal with it. We need to fix this move. This move is still very large. Yeah, black should cut. Yeah, if you're going to invest on this side, you shouldn't have invested another piece. So if you're going to play on the side, then just play on this side. I don't know where, like you could do whatever. But like, that way you only lose one piece instead of two. One space jump to one space jump, whoever wedges first has better shape. So typically you want to play like this, so that way they can't wedge you. And then you could go like that. Because if you play like this, I might just wedge. And now you have 2 cutting points. So in this case, you should wedge them, in theory. It does harm your other 2 stones, though. Rough corner. Difficult corner. I think you can cut now. Because if they go down... Hold on, I hear a bag ruffling and I'm the only one home. So that means the cat is in something. I'll be right back, 1 second. Okay, we have the culprit. Culprit has been caught. He found my wife's to-go box that she left out, and he was trying to pry it open with his claws and mouth. So the to-go box has been disposed of. But yeah, that was what I was hearing, was a styrofoam being ripped apart. I was like, I'm the only one home, so either there's a ghost in the house or my cats are getting into something. Okay, so what I was saying, hello, Flot. What I was saying was, if you cut right here, they can't go down because they would die. Like this. Right? He might die too, though. I wonder if that's a good trade. That might be a good trade. You could do like this, though. Now if they connect... Well, I guess they can still do that, huh? What if you go like this? Awesome, awesome. Glad that you found it helpful. This one should be okay. Yeah, anyway, there's a lot to read in this cutting point. So I think the cutting point's very interesting. Oh, you did find the cutting point. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, so you figured it out. Nice. Nope. There's no cut if these two stones are dead, so just trap them in a net. Hello, Soga. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, these two stones are dead. You don't have to worry about it. I would throw a stone in. I would make it hard for black to respond. And then you might be able to just do that. Make it difficult for black to play. Even if you do nothing with the stone, it's going to be a headache for black. You can literally throw a stone in the 3 space and do nothing with it. Maybe here. And if you do nothing with it, let's say they just fix it. You don't have to do anything. It's just their headache, right? And you got the entire corner for it. Now you can go do something else. So that stone is a nice little sacrifice piece. You've got to fix this cut. It's still there. I'm a little concerned about your corner. Because the shape's not perfect. But maybe you're planning to just do this. That might be okay. But I wonder if I can do this. Lots of interesting odds because you played a large knight's move instead of a knight's move. If you want to fix it. It's a little expensive, but you can go here. And then you can play here. Force that exchange, and now your corner is really strong. Okay, don't worry about B15 then. Don't worry about it. Just ignore it. It's fine. It's fine. The way that shape works is actually much simpler than you might think. If you have a large knight's move, the peep to the large knight is a 1 space jump through. So this square is the peep to the large knight's move. Same with this one. There's 2 peeps, 1 on each side. It's threatening to play a 1 space jump to cut through. So what this one is it's threatening to cut through, right? So white has to fix it somehow. So if white does nothing, if white takes away the access to the corner, then black cuts through it, right? And there's the same thing happens here. If white doesn't do anything, black will cut through it. So it's kind of a peep. It's a peep, same with a 1 space jump, peep to the 1 space jump, you have to respond. It's a peep to the large knight, so you have to respond. So they can respond with whatever. And of course it's more complicated than just that, but that's where the move comes from, is it is a peep to the large knight's move. That's where it comes from. So hopefully that makes it feel a little bit more human rather than like mind-blowing. Because it's just a peep to the large knight. The variations are not as simple, unfortunately, but that's where the idea comes from. I really just want to fix my cut. I just like having no cutting points. If I fix my cut, I'm super strong. Hey, look, they invaded the large knight. Okay. Okay. Very nice. It looks like your ability to handle the corner is much better than theirs. I think this is a dead corner. Yeah, so that's alive. But if I go right here, anything they play, I'm going to cut, right? Anything they play, I'm going to cut. So they have to play right here. And then I can go right here. This is threatening to connect to the stone. So if they try to make an I, I'm just going to connect, right? Oh, is it D19? I think this kills too. So they have to respawn somehow. And if they respawn, you just reduce it. So they have to respawn like this. You take away the I here. And if they respawn like this, you can go here. And if they respond like this, you go here. This is corner life and death shapes. This peep is very difficult. Does Explore Baduk have corner life and death? Explore Baduk. Puzzles. You want Samego. That'd be intermediate. Yeah, here's the J group. Yeah, just intermediate if you want to do that. But that's on Explore Baduk. I'll also shout out mine, but mine is technically not free. But on mine you get categories, and you would do corner life and death, corner life and death, corner life and death, and let's do level 3 and level 4. And then it'll shuffle. Oh, ignore this. Let me fix that. Let me put that back on stones. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. Ignore that. You never saw that. Okay. So yeah, you have corner life and death problems. And what it means is it's problems in the corner specifically. I think in the campaign, actually, I also have a set. So let's go the campaign. Do I have the corner life and death in the campaign yet? Connect, J group. Here's J group. There we go. There we go. See, there we go. It's basically the same type of concept. Ah, crap, I don't have a next button. Hold on, let me just click explore. J group, let's go study. Whoops. This is supposed to open it in a new tab. Did I break my button? There it goes. I guess I misclicked. Here we go. You can try this, but technically this is paywalled. But you can try it if you want. If you just hit next and just don't click the answers, you can try to answer it actually. I guess that's a way around the paywall is you just click explore. Do nothing, click explore. Do nothing, click explore. I guess you could get around the paywall. But there you go. Quarter life and death. I just told you how to steal the problems. Anyway, as long as you find it helpful. But that's the concept, is to you can kill the corner with the peep. Or like Suga said, you can just do that. And then I want to say it's the same thing. And if they do that, then you can just do that. Yeah. Anyway, that corner can die if you know your corner life and death shapes. Take. That way they can't block in Sente. Because now when they block, you're not an Atari, it's your turn. But if you play like this and they block, you have to capture. Very big difference. What the fudge? Oh. They need more life and death problems. This is actually a fun fact. This is one of my wife's favorite life and death problems. Because if you play here, you make life by going here, here, and then here. Because you can't connect here because 3 in a row is an I. Right? So that is why, even though this is a self-Atari, it's still alive if you play right here. It's one of my wife's favorite life and death problems. I don't know, she just understands it, so it's like she always sees it, and that's why she likes it, because it's one she doesn't miss. Very good, just cut it off. You could also go like right here if you want, but it's fine. Mm-hmm. Very nice. I think just connect. Connect is probably better. That's interesting. Did you consider this cutting point? Because it's about time to punish this cutting point. Maybe it's too early. Also cap. I like the capping move here. I do like your shoulder hit. It's definitely still an attack. It's a little far away, but I like that you're playing basic shapes to attack. Jump faster. This one is not good. You want to be on the outside during the fight. So if they try anything, you just connect. As you're netting here. This is where we're paying tax on our stones. This move and this move didn't need to be played, or where they are. Okay, so this move should have been a net, right? And now you have to play the net again. So it took 2 moves to capture the stones. This move should have been a connect, and you had to pay for it right here. So it took 2 moves to fix your problem instead of 1 move to fix your problem. You're kind of paying tax on your own shapes. Okay, Tiger's Mouth, fix your cutting point. It's more urgent. This is very broken. Black has cut through your pieces. So this is known as a broken shape, where your opponent is just cutting through your pieces like this. This is a classic bad shape. So broken shape. So you don't want to end up like that. Instead, if you want to do something, then you could do this to threaten these 3 stones, and then like this. Now it's not a broken shape. Now you are cutting them off. So it's a small but important difference. It's getting cut versus not getting cut, or cutting them versus not cutting them. Good cutting point. Ooh. They're just gonna leave it be. Technically, you can cut right here, but it's small. Yeah, technically, you can do this, but it's globally, it's small. Shoulder hit would be nice. Capping move would be nice. Maybe an invasion would still be nice. Okay. All right, if you need to run down from a 1-space jump, it's the dog's face. The dog's face is connected with the tiger's mouth. Okay, so it's connected. So this is the way to run from a 1-space jump. If you run like this, there is a double peep. So there's 2 peeps, and you can't fix both. Right? So that is a big difference. Make sure you run with the dog's face and not the L shape. Uh-oh. Oh, now the dog's face doesn't work because it's a peeped tiger's mouth. I think just connect. Just connect and get what you can. Uh-oh. I see nothing your level can do to get out of this. That's kind of getting that broken shape again. A net would be better here. I want to say the response to this might be something over here. Because if you can threaten something over here, maybe when they do this, you can play a sort of squeeze play. Right? Something like that. Maybe something like this. Yeah, nothing that's your level. Unfortunately, you got yourself into a situation that you just can't handle. Okay, I would not 3-3 when the bottom side is big. I would just go here and then here. Because the bottom side is pretty big. If you do this, what black should do is let you live in the corner and destroy the bottom side. If the bottom side's valuable. Okay, there is your broken shape again. That is because you did not play the net. Good, don't back down. Oh no! Oh no, misread. This direction. When they connect, you connect. And now, this is a ladder. Oh, so close. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, you're doing your best, but this should die. Oh, your opponent can't read a ladder. How convenient. Oh, man, your reading is so much better than theirs. Oh my gosh. Wow. You possessed them or something. What kind of witchcraft did you do here? You totally were dead. No, go down, go down, get down. Don't let them connect. Don't let them connect. I guess so they make life, though, which is unfortunate. Don't let them connect. They can't connect. This is a little bit of a wasted move. Let's see. I think the best move is to go right here. Oh no, the white group ended up dying. That's unfortunate. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now you're dead. No, it's a co. No! That's co-threat. Uh-huh. Very nice. No. I want you to see this much more clearly, okay? This is 3 stones. So let's say that's 6 points. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35 stones for 3 stones. Not a chance. Not a chance. However, it might affect the life and death of this entire left side. But even then, this is huge. Do you have a code thread? I'd have to count the score of the game. This is really big. All right, where's your code threat? That's not a code threat. That does absolutely nothing. That does absolutely nothing. All right, so you gotta learn how to fight a co. Well, if you're dead right here, then the middle group can't be dead. I don't see a code threat. Maybe here. Group for group. That's the best I got. That's the best I can come up with. Oh man, those 3 stones were so not worth it. Nah, cut. Cut. If you want to do something, cut. Cutting points are where it's at. Cutting points are where the money's at. Here is the move that you were looking for to kill this group. If you mentally give up, you gotta resign. Can't mentally give up. Then you're just wasting, you're creating bad habits if you keep playing when you've given up. Lazy reading, wasting time, just placing stuff on the board, that's bad habits. I think Black's dead. Hey, thank you for the resub. 8 months in a row.
Thefridgeful just subscribed for 8 months.
Maybe it's not dead. But you could save your group. That's worth it. There's lots of go problems in this game. There's a lot of go problems in this game. Why did Black respond? Yeah, there's a lot of go problems in this game. This is why it's important to do go puzzles every day. Doing go puzzles will not really do much short term, but it does a lot long term. So it's like exponential. So what you want to do is you want to do a go problem a day every single day for a year, and your reading will drastically improve. But if you do a go problem every day for a week, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Make sure you're doing go problems every day, and then it'll add up over time. It doesn't have to be a lot of hard problems either. Yeah, a lot of life and death problems in this one. I think you had several chances to win if your reading was a bit better. For a day. Wait, are you not doing the daily challenge? K5. You were still ahead? Seriously? Oh yeah, the bottom side is huge. You are correct. Yeah, but it's hard to count that at this level. This would be hard to count for this level. Yeah, the bottom side is really big. Because you got to realize you have the entire, from the left to the right, one line from left to right is 20 points. Technically 19, but you can round it to 20. I just need a link to your game. YouTube will block links, so just send me the game ID at the end of the URL. If it's from OGS. If it's from somewhere else, then let me know where it is. As long as I can access it, then I can review your game. But yeah, this left to right line, one line is 20 points, another 20 points. 20 minus 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 2, so 20 minus 2, so like 18. So that's like 20, 40, 60 on just these 3 lines, almost. That's maybe 55 points. Just in these 3 lines. It adds up a lot if you have left to right. But yeah, hopefully you found this review helpful. Yeah. Play another game, tuning in tomorrow. I'll do another review tomorrow. See, apply what I've given you tonight. Play like 5 games or something, and then bring another one tomorrow. We'll be streaming about the same time. Tomorrow is the Go Congress sponsored stream. Ooh. Hemod, I just need a link to your game or game ID or something. Anyone have any questions while we're waiting on the game link? Or anyone else have a game they want reviewed? It is open reviews, and it is sponsored by Explore Baduk, which is a new Go server, up and coming Go server. Are you having any trouble, Hemot, with sending the game link? Why do I think it is? I think it's just the amount of people and the fact that they can select whatever level they want. So people selected higher than what they actually were, and enough people did it that it kind of weakened the ranks. Like, oh, I want to be a Dawn player, so I'm going to click 1 Dawn even though I'm like 5Q. Makes them feel better, I guess. And there's so many people in China. So just different things. I think it's also Chinese 5 Dons also used to be like really weak as well, because you could purchase with money 5 Don certificate. So as long as you were like around Don level, you could potentially purchase a certificate that said you were 5 Don. So you have the people that are actually 5 Dons, and then the people who paid money to be 5 Dons. And so the 5 Don range went from like really weak to really strong, and you had to be able to beat all the other 5 Dons in order to oh, I pinned your comment by accident. In order to get past 5 Don, you'd have to be able to beat them all. Okay, go.com. Oh, did I misspell it? There we go. Games. All right, is this your game? Looks like it's your game. Okay. Looks like you are black, playing a 2 Don AI. Is that correct? It looks like is it Crazy Go? I quite like this move when there's a stone on the third line. Looking at sort of this exchange. Let's see, we're Dawn level, so this probably is less intimidating to Dawn players. But there's this idea. A bit old-fashioned. Oh no! Oh no! It's absolutely here. Absolutely here. I gotta pull up the video again. I just shared this link in chat like 20 minutes ago. /video. Okay, we're gonna megadragon.com/video. Joseki. Gonna be side Joseki. As soon as it loads. There it goes. Oh wait, is it? Oh, I opened it and I closed it.
Hello everyone, this is Clausius.
Oh my gosh, that's some audio issues. All right, so hopefully this will go through to YouTube as well. Let me know if it doesn't, but I sent a link in chat. Yeah, this is a Joseki video about the invasion here. Coming off a 15-year break. Oh my gosh, I've been playing Go for so long. 13. Yeah, so this is where it talks about the invasion, right? The answer is absolutely play on the head. But yeah, there's a link to the video. It goes in depth about all the variations. Let's see, the simplest pattern. I say simplest. Looks like this. Why can't really play like that? Why has to play like this? There's a lot of variations in here. I'm trying to like TLDR it, but honestly just watch the video. I think it goes over a lot of these variations. Yeah, but this is too passive. Probably slide, but it gets the same result. I want to say this is 1 point better, but I forget. I forget exactly what makes it 1 point better. This is a choice. Okay. Do I want the inside or the outside? I think I want the outside, but inside is easier. Pincer? Mm-hmm. I want to say this is what we should be doing, but I'm not 100%. Also, white should have done this move. Then white can go here. Just a little bit better. In theory. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but this has a cutting point, so I don't know if you can do this. Okay, let me play this out real quick. If we go here, here, there, 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 okay. But if we go here, here, connect, this is not a co because I can do that. But I can't connect right here, so that would be nice. And then, of course, if they connect, we just start a co. And then before any of that, can white do anything here? I don't think so because we have this move. And this is good for black. I want to say you should push Hane first. I want to say this, but I'm not 100%. I am not 100%, but I want to say you should do that first. Okay, not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. I think I would probably play diagonal, though. Because there's not enough ways to surround these two stones. So the moment these two stones get strong, you have a cutting point. Right here. And this is a nasty cutting point. So I want to say just go here. This is changing directions. This piece says I want to attack from the right side, which is correct because you have a weak group that way. This one says I want to attack from the left side, which is incorrect. If you want to attack from the left, it would be here. But you shouldn't attack from the left because you want to attack from the weak group, so that way you can gain strength. You want to live in Sentai. Just make sure you're doing Go problems every day, and you can eventually catch up the reading. The AI makes a lot of mistakes. The Go, I want to say Go Crazy AI, or whatever, it can make a lot of mistakes because your phone's processor is not as strong as a computer. It is getting better lately, but you're playing the Tudon level, so it'll give you opportunities to win. You just have to be patient. I think just... Here's the thing, I want to play right here, right? But I'm concerned about my cutting point. So I think I want to play right here, so that way the cutting point is a ladder. But however, they're going to play like this, but I want to say it's okay because I can just play like this. And if they do this, I do this. So now I'm escaping without getting cut, which is kind of the key here. You want to run away without getting cut. Okay. Okay. Black is still not alive, so I think, again, this is... I don't have an AB. This white group right here is a weak group, and your black group is a weak group. When it's weak group versus weak group, what you want to do is play defense in Sentai. So when you are attacking their group, if you have a weak group, you want to attack it in a way that you're staying connected, but also applying pressure, so that way you're playing defense in Sentai. That is the best way to do weak group versus weak group. 3 to 4Q KGS is pretty good. I will say it's probably 5 or 6Q now because everyone's gotten like a rank or two stronger, or the community as a whole is 1 to 2 ranks stronger than it was 15 years ago, especially because of AI. So I would keep in mind that probably 3, 4Q 15 years ago or 13 years ago, whatever you said, is a little bit weaker than it is now. Yeah, so here you're attacking from the bottom group. I really just want to make life. Yeah, I want to play defense. Defense first. This is a bit of a broken shape. Yeah, they have an empty triangle, but you have a broken shape, so it doesn't really even out. So I think just fix your weak group so you can move on. Fix your weak group, and then you can start playing the top and the left. If you want to move left from a one-space jump, it is the dog's face. This is the way to move left from a one-space jump. If you play like you did in the game, there is a double peep. Okay, I'm assuming we're responding because you're worried about the life and death of your group. If so, simply make life. See, what's the most efficient way to do that? Maybe here. Now you're 100% alive. Then white's probably going to play a big move and you can go deal with it. But the more moves that you play running away, the more influence white will get to build this top left. Okay, I want to say white's is bigger. So you probably should deal with whites somehow. Because if I just play a shoulder hit and give that to you, I think white is getting more than black. Possible. Okay, good shape, good shape. Take Sente. Your opponent has played Gote. So you can now get a big move. Maybe here. Get this, start looking at the top side. Like this, I might just slide under and reduce it. Oh, that's what white did. That's exactly what white did. Okay, so now we're in endgame. So this one should be probably here. And here. Here. First and second line Sente moves. So as white, looks like white's worried about the cutting points. As white, I would probably be thinking about this. 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 Can I plug here? I want to say here is Sente. Here. This is what I'm doing. I'm finding all of the Sente moves that I can get, and I'm taking them away from you as possible moves. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Is I'm pushing up the borders and Sente as many moves as I can in a row. That is optimistic. What if I go right here? Are you alive? I'm not convinced you're alive. I'm not convinced you're alive if I go right here. But okay, I would spend some time reading it, but I guess it's fine. Yeah, I think you lost points there. Instead, simply play right here, and then Hana on the first line. This is good enough. That's plenty. This is too fancy. Fancy moves usually lose points. I have no idea what white would play right here. This move doesn't make any sense. I guess maybe white is worried about black blocking right here, but then you could just do that. And it looks like a wasted move. Uh-huh. 1 point jump. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Interesting. So if I give up the 3 stones, it's fine. But no, your whole group dies. Yeah, I want to say white can push there, but okay. You could probably improve your end game at least 10 points. Yeah, the AI is not playing a very good end game. I believe this is a Seki, right? Yeah, I believe this is just mutual life. So white. I mean, it's coded to make mistakes, otherwise it wouldn't be 2-don. So it's got to make mistakes somewhere. Or it could just be wrong. Like, I could just be misreading. But yeah, this 4 in a row, as long as all the outside liberties are filled, this should be an endgame Tsuji. This is an endgame shape. Oh, hey, you played it. Okay, nice. Wait, you haven't taken the ko yet. You gotta take the ko before you play the ko threat. You played the ko threat before the ko started. You gotta take the ko and then play the ko threat. Yeah, very nice. See? AI makes mistakes. Okay, Chinese rules. Looks like black plus 23. Yeah, see, AI makes mistakes. I think white might have won if you didn't kill the corner, though. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Maybe you were a couple points ahead. You might have been a couple points ahead. I'm curious to see what the graph would look like. Looks like you were down by 23, and the AI just slowly lost points in the end game. Yeah, it looks like it was exactly even right here, and then when you got the end game move, that's when you took the lead. Took the lead and then made it go. Yeah, very nice. Okay, download the SGF. Anyway, hopefully you found the review helpful. Okay. Why are you playing a 20Q? Oh. Oh. We're seeing how strong black is. Okay. Ah, there it is. Okay, up to this point, it's really well played. For a beginner, this is really well played, okay? But then we started this move, and I was like, okay, there it goes. Just keep playing basic shapes. Hmm. It's actually pretty good. Like, how long has she been playing? From just this game, it feels like she's much stronger than 25Q. From just that game 1 week ago? Nice. Yeah, it's pretty good for 1 week. That is pretty good for just 1 week. Yeah, I think 5 or 4Q is probably about right. It's only one game that I've looked at, but I would say depending on how the games go, you could probably pull off 5Q or 4Q, yeah. As long as you're taking your time and whatnot. I'd have to see you play a live game though, not just against a robot, to really make a better judgment. I think she's ready for 13 by 13, to be honest. I think she already understands like how to count the board, how to block the borders. She could do it a little bit better, but she sees the second line cutting points, and then block the borders could be a little bit better. But I don't know. The fact that you're also holding back, though, makes it a little bit skewed. Don't play cross. Play on the same side of the board. Learn how the borders work. Don't be playing cross crap and making it a reading game. Because you gotta realize, subconsciously, every single move, you'll do something. Like, you're not gonna play right here. Just subconsciously, all of your moves will be doing something. So give her the opportunity to have points. Oh, open corners first. Open corners first. You gotta teach her open corners first. Have her watch the Klossy approach. Klossy approach is great. Okay. Okay. Second line cuts. Nice. Oh, it's so close, but not quite. Just fix the cut and it's beautiful. Yeah, she needs to play people that are not Dawn level. Yeah, right now, I think she has all the fundamentals. She just needs the practice. Let's see. How many games? Yeah, look, already like in the top already better than 18% of the community, 20% of the community. Yeah, already better than 20% of the community. Very nice. Oh, here it is. Higher rating than 20% of the players. I think 20Q is probably accurate. Maybe 20 to 22Q. Definitely stronger than 25Q, as long as she's focused. I would say 20 to 22Q is right. Needs to play games though. That's going to be the biggest weakness. And I don't mean play you. She needs to play other 20Qs. Hopefully you do not review her games though. Because from everything that I know, if you want her to play Go, encourage her to play, don't play her. Don't review her games for her. Have someone else review the games. Have someone else give her advice. Have her watch other people's lectures. Never make it so you're the teacher in the relationship, because the relationship has to be equal. Because if you get that teacher-student relationship, it's going to really interfere with the actual relationship, according to everything that I have been told and everything that I know and have experienced. Never be the teacher. Playing for fun or whatever, just never review. Never be the teacher. Cannot teach the significant other. Cannot create the social dynamic there. Well, yeah, very interesting. Hopefully she will get decently good. Good luck, because it took me years to get my wife to even play some games. And I'm married, and it still took a long time to get her to play games, so good luck to you. All right, who else would like a game review? I have about 30 more minutes to do game reviews and answer questions. Wait till she's asleep and then put the Klossy Approach series on a low volume and let it brainwash her in her sleep. That's what you gotta do. Defense first. Watch your cutting points. Open corners, open sides, biggest framework. Just let it whisper it into her ears and while she sleeps. Just brainwash her. It's really funny because my wife doesn't play very much, but she knows all of my phrases because she hears me teach so much just from the other room that I say the same thing so many times that she just knows like all of my phrases. Whether she can apply it or not is interesting, but she knows all of my basic phrases. Nice moves are cuttable, Hanes are cuttable, watch your cutting points, nets, ladders, deal with cutting stones and cutting points, nets, ladders, and squeezes, defense, offense, big move, open corners, open sides, largest framework, you know, all these basic ideas that I say hundreds and hundreds of times. I only do one per day because I do teach Go for a living, so more than one per day would undermine the value that I give my students who are paying for lessons. So unfortunately, just one per day. But you can come back tomorrow. I will be streaming again tomorrow. Tomorrow is the sponsored AGA streams. And this weekend, actually, I will be teaching at an anime convention. So that'll be fun. Saturday and Sunday. If you are interested, I do offer lessons. You can buy them at seansgroup.com/lessons. If my teaching style works for you and my prices work for you, then check it out. Why does Opera hate my websites? There we go. Oh, that's the rules. I don't want the rules. I want this button. I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the wrong button. There we go. Yeah, I got my lesson packs. Just pick the pack that works for you if my teaching style works for you. I encourage you, though, if you are going to get lessons, please play people. Playing the bot is fine for fun, for just scratching the Go itch. But if you want to invest money, then you also need to invest the effort to play humans. Because everything is about how to beat another human. It's not about how to beat the computer. Everything that I teach is about how to beat humans, how to play against humans, how to handle live games, not correspondence games. So make sure you're playing live humans. Dwyron? Batsko? Batosai? I think it was his name on KGS. Yeah. He was also a good teacher. He still streams several days a week. I don't think he streams the YouTube, though. I think he streams only on Twitch. But he does have YouTube channel. I actually have access to his channel. He shared his analytics with me once, and I have just always been logged in, so I could totally screw with his channel if I wanted to. It's really funny. I have access to his YouTube channel. Anyone else have games they would like me to look at or have any questions that I can answer to help you improve your Go game? Be study tips, general questions, my opinion on something. Questions and game reviews. Questions and game reviews. Yeah, this weekend I will be teaching at the anime convention, teaching beginner players how to play the game. That's cool. That's cute. You guys own a bakery? That sounds great. I wonder if you could do like a bread with like a grid on it, like a Go board, whatever. Get like a Go board bread for the Go players. Then maybe like, I don't know if this is possible, but if you can get like circles of sugar, get like circles on the intersections of sugar for the white pieces, and then like chocolate or something for the black pieces. Sugary chocolate bread. I don't know. Maybe this sounds disgusting. I don't know. Maybe it'd be disgusting, but it's a cute idea. Modern games by professional. GoKifu.com is pretty up to date. That's a pretty easy one. GOKIFU.com. GoKifu.com. A Go Cake. Fun fact, actually, for many years, my family used to make me a Go that would take a picture of one of my Go games and put it on my birthday cake, and I had to guess the game it was. And I had to guess because they would take my games from something I played recently and then put it on the board, and I had to guess what game it was. And for several years, I guessed it like instantly. And so they had to track down my rated games because they were like any game that was significant. Like I played a pro one time, they put that on the cake. And so I was like, oh, that's the game I played against the pro. So they'd take this random KGS ranked game and were like, here's a random game that you played. Do you remember who it was against? And I'm like, no, it's just a random KTS game. So all the ones that were significant, I guessed instantly. So they had to find an insignificant one to try to trip me up. And what's really funny is many of my Go club members would come to my birthday parties. So we would all end up analyzing the cake, and no one would be able to eat the cake because we'd all be analyzing the Go position on the cake. And so eventually my family would be like, okay, guys, enough analyzing the Go game. We want to eat the cake. We want to have cake and ice cream, and the ice cream's going to melt. Just let us eat the cake. But they put a Go board on it. All of us would just stand around the cake analyzing the game. Wouldn't let anyone eat the cake. But yeah, I had that for several years in a row. I had a Go birthday cake. It was quite fun. All right, anyone else have questions or game review? Anything that I could do to help you improve your game, your study habits? It is unfortunate about the YouTube delay. I don't know why it lags so much. It's definitely on YouTube side because Twitch and Restream works fine. Yeah, I really wish YouTube would do more with their live streaming stuff because I really don't like Twitch. I think Twitch is a bad company, but there's nobody that will compete with them. And YouTube just doesn't care about live streaming enough to compete, to invest the resources into it. I think YouTube easily has the resources to compete, but I guess it's not profitable enough. I don't know. $2 minutes. Good grief. Are you sure you can't fast forward it or refresh the page or something? Because it should only be about 10 to 15 seconds at max. It's 2 minutes. Because it should only be about 10 to 15 seconds at max. Yeah, 10 to 15 seconds. 2 minutes. So make sure that you're actually at the end of the stream. Maybe refresh the page if you need to. Because it shouldn't be 2 minutes long. It'll be about 10 to 15 seconds. Yeah, anyone else have any comments or questions? Or interesting stories to share? Does anyone else have Go clubs in their area that they recently attend or that they attend? Because I know a lot of people don't have a Go club in their area, but I encourage you to start one. And also, if you don't know, we do have Baduk Club/map. This is where you can go to find Go players in your area. So all of the white dots are Go players and the black dots are Go clubs. You can see there's quite a lot of people. You just have to figure out who's near you. And if there's no one near you, then maybe start your own. Like, for example, in Tennessee, it's just me and my wife. So we had to start our own club. There's a Go club in Cookville. Nice. That's really cool that you own your own bakery. Yeah, I think it's really cool to own your own, to run your own job and run your own store. I think not enough people are entrepreneurs. I think that depends on the type of person. Some people, like me, have to like do my own thing. I can't work a normal job. I would just go nuts. But then there's people like my wife who are like, I don't want to be an entrepreneur. It's too unstable. And so they just want stable income and do the hours. They get the pay. They're happy to trade that. And that's just what they want, is stability. So different minds, different people. But I'm of the opinion that like I cannot go into work for other people. Not without someone I like actively believe in and whatnot. Like I worked for Baduk Club and that was a lot of fun. And I do work for the AGA, just something I believe in, something I really like. Versus when I worked at data entry as a desk job. I hated that job, even though it was really good. Great coworkers, great pay, stable benefits, healthcare, all of that fun stuff that you would want out of a job. And I'm like, I hate doing this. This is not me. It was not for me. But it was a stable job. It was a very nice job. I do miss the money. I do not make near as much money as a Go player. The money was nice. Oh, I just had to spend $1,000 to fix my daggone car. BB and Go Club. Sounds like a TV station. Yeah, my car keeps going out because it's old. I've had the car for so many years now. So now it's starting to slowly break apart. It's well over 200,000 miles. And we drive it every single day. So it's just slowly falling apart. And it's getting expensive. We just had to pay $1,000, and that was after we paid like $700 like 4 to 5 months ago. And there's still another $700 repair that we're putting off because it's not urgent, and I don't want to lose another $700 on something that's not urgent. But yeah, putting that off as well. These cars are so expensive. If I didn't need it for work, I don't know if I would use the car all that much. It's so expensive. Everything's getting so daggum expensive. Everything's prices are going up, but my Go stuff's not going up. It's pretty stationary at the moment. I don't know what I'm missing. I'm definitely missing some marketing, but I don't know. I don't know how to grow past the current ceiling that I'm at. It's an interesting ceiling. Yeah, we just had to replace all 4 tires as well a few months ago. Yeah, I don't know how to break past my ceiling at the moment. I talked to them about it. They don't really need my efforts. But speaking of, I do have a code for Go Magic. If you use code Clausius on Go Magic, you get a discount off your first month. Yeah, I think they're more interested in pros at the moment. Also, I think they have like an Easter sale going on right now, because my code, I believe, gives you 10% off maybe? But they have an Easter sale that I think is 30% off right now. But for new customers. Maybe I need to open this in a private window. I think there's an Easter sale going on right now. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. They haven't asked me about it in a while. I know several years ago they asked me, and I just didn't have the environment for it. So I don't know. I think one of the things they wanted me to do is create exclusive content that doesn't exist anywhere else, which is really hard. Because I've taught the same stuff over and over and over. So it'd be like, I want to teach the Classy approach. However, the Classy approach exists on YouTube for free, so why would you pay for it on Go Magic? So it's really hard to balance, I think. I have so much content out there for free. I think did I pass 1,000 videos yet? How to see how many videos I have. See, filter, visibility, public, apply. All right, how many videos is this? $648 rows per page, 30. 648 public videos, I believe. Okay, so not quite 1,000. If I include unlisted, so like lessons and stuff, 802, that doesn't sound right. There should be more than that. Huh. I thought it was closer to 1,000 than I am. Apparently I'm in the 800s. Yeah, not quite 1,000 videos, unfortunately. Not quite, but like 800, 7 or 800, 600 public, 800 unlisted in public. Usernames. Gotta love the username problem. Especially when people have different usernames on different platforms, or people update their usernames. Go Magic! Any other questions or game reviews for the last, we got about 8 minutes left of the stream today. I can do a quick analysis of something, or I can answer questions, or if you have any stories to share for the last few minutes. And don't forget, if I didn't get to your game today, I will be streaming again tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Congress sponsored Ghost stream. I'll be doing game reviews again tomorrow. An ongoing tournament. If you're talking about Explore Baduk, there's an ongoing event. It is not quite a tournament, but it's play the most games on the server and win prize money. What do you do when you rank down? Rank down again. I really encourage you to rank down twice. If you rank down once, rank down a second time, and then let yourself slowly climb back up, because it'll give you the confidence. Because when you rank down, you're like on a losing streak. Usually that's because you're missing something, or your confidence is gone or something, right? So the best thing to do is actually go down again and sandbag a little bit to like get your confidence back, get your flow going again. So it's sandbagging, but not quite. But you want to get your flow going again, get what you know works back out. So that way you're not feeling like you're losing all the time. Because what you know is keeping you at a certain level. And likely what you're struggling with is the next level is you're missing something that's making you lose to the next level, which can discourage you and create some bad habits, right? And which forces you to rank down because you've started creating bad habits. So you're actually worse than you were because you're trying to overcompensate, but you don't know where you're compensating for because you don't know the knowledge that you don't know. And then that kind of like accumulates and you go down a rank. So the best thing to do is go down another rank and then try to rework yourself back to your basics, back to the stuff you know that works, sandbag a little bit, maybe even go 3 ranks down and do it. I don't know. If you're 5Q, maybe go to 7Q and work your way back up to 5Q. That'll build your confidence. It'll get your basics back on track and do all that. And then once you get back there, you need to maybe get some game reviews once you get back to 5Q or whatever it is, and be like, hey, what am I missing at this level? I've got my confidence back. I got my flow back. Here's my basics. But something is making me lose at this level, and maybe get a game review then. Any free iPhone app for Sumego? Sumego Pro, but only has 2-inch Sumego. Sumego Dragon doesn't work well on your phone. Heroes also limited. I'm assuming Sumego Dragon doesn't work because of the lag. Because it should. There's definitely a mobile for it. See, yeah, there's definitely a mobile for Sumego Dragon. I don't know if you're saying it lags too much though. Which unfortunately in low cell phone service areas it does lag. It's not perfect, but yeah, there is a mobile client. Sumego Pro is good if you buy the packs. Smego Pro should have like 2,000 puzzles. Can I help you, cat? You see this cat just in my face? Let me check. Smego Pro. I think it's a one-time payment. Yeah, there's a lot more than 500. 300 beginner, 300 basic, 350 basic, 300 elementary, 350 easy, 200 daily, 250 intermediate, 200 intermediate, 200 advanced, 200 daily problem hard, 190 advanced. 2,840 problems is what Smego Pro has. But you have to do a one-time payment of $10. Hey, buddy. You doing okay? I'm sorry I took away your to-go box that you were wrestling with. I know you wanted the food in it, but it'll make you throw up if I let you eat the human food. I swear, the cat really wanted our barbecue chicken. We had a barbecue chicken sandwich the other day, and she really wanted it. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to give you the chicken, but I gave her a string of chicken that was covered in the sauce so she could lick the sauce, because that's what she wanted, was to lick the sauce. So I gave her just a tiny piece, and she threw up later. And I'm like, I am never letting you eat human food. How does one break the barrier between DDK and SDK? A lot of it is... it's knowledge and practice. So, for example, if you play enough games, you'll get to single-digit queue. But the more efficient thing is to be getting game reviews effectively while playing lots of games. So let's say, for example, a lot of double-digit queues, they're like, why am I not improving or whatever? They're playing like 10 games a month. I would say try to play 1,000 games and get game reviews every week. You don't have to spend money. You can get free game reviews or whatever. Play 1,000 games and get a game review every week. And I think if you do that, you'll be single-digit queue. Yeah, exactly. You just consume a lot of information and play a lot. That is what gets you to single-digit queue. Because the double-digit queue is all about not having enough experience. But you also have to like not learn everything from scratch, because there's resources that exist that'll make it efficient for you. So like you can do some basic Go puzzles. Yeah, Smego should be like 10%. Playing should be like 80% of what you're doing at double-digit queue. If you're not playing the game, it doesn't matter how much you study. Study and Smego amplify your efforts. So if your effort is low, you're multiplying a little bit by a little bit. But if your efforts are high, if you play lots of games, then your study is multiplying the amount of games you're playing. So let's say if you do Smego and you watch Go videos and get game reviews, let's say it multiplies your effort by 20%, right? So if I play 10 games, then it's worth 12 games. If I play 100 games, it's worth 120 games. Yeah, so I think that is what you got to do. Just consider study and Go problems 10 to 20% of your time. And the rest, the other 80%, should be playing games. Live games against people. Don't worry about 45-minute games. 10-minute games, 20-minute games max. Just whatever. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. Just play lots of them. Don't blitz, because if you play 5 seconds a move or 2 seconds a move, you're not going to learn anything. So just play a decent average time, not tournament level, but like decent level, not blitz, but like decent level, decent effort. And I think you do that 1,000 times and you'll probably be single-digit queue. You haven't done 1918? Yeah, play some. Watch the Classy Approach if you haven't. Have you watched the Classy Approach? Shift CAS. Watch the series. Play 5 games per video. 5 games per video, and see if this series helps you. And then come to the Thursday and Fridays and get a game review. I review games every week for free. Consuming it every day. Awesome. Yeah, 5 games per video. I think it's very helpful. I love how the cat's just on my desk and in my way, and he's completely content being in my way. All right, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. I think we've done a pretty good day today. We had several game reviews, answered a lot of questions. I will be streaming again tomorrow, so if you have questions, write them down, check me out tomorrow, and ask me tomorrow. If you want a game review, play some games tonight or in the morning and bring them to the stream. I will would love to look at them. Make sure you turn on the notifications so that way you can know when I go live. I try to send out a notification when I'm live, especially on Twitch. It sends out a notification when I'm doing open reviews versus when I'm doing a lesson. When I'm doing the open reviews, by all means, come check it out. But with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream, found it educational and helpful, and I will see you guys next time.